So here we are. This is the fusion control computer. Basically, when we go into it, in fact, no, let's look how to make it first. Energy flow chips. You're probably going to be aware of these already at this point. The main one ingredient that you will need, though, is fusion coils, and a lot of them. Now, these are pricey. You're going to need superconductor, which will need 60k helium coolant cells. This needs tin ingots and helium. You can also use a helium cell and tin ingots to make the 60k helium coolant cell. The helium is actually quite easy to make. You can either vacuum freeze helium plasma, which is made, well, in the fusion reactor, so you won't be doing that. Or, to start off then, you'll be using glowstone dust in a centrifuge with empty cells, which makes you redstone dust, sulfur, and helium. So that's how we get our 60k helium. You need the iridium alloys, and at this point you should know how to make those. Tungsten, the same. That makes us our superconductors. You're also going to want to make a lot more superconductors because the power you need to actually put into this thing to charge it up to get like the chain reaction and jump start it, if you will be a lot of power, and these are going to give you the best bang for your buck on power transfer. We're also going to need advanced machine casings and nichrochrome heating coils, which are both easy to make at this point. The last one that's a bit annoying is iridium neutron reflectors, made with 8 thick neutron reflectors and iridium ingot. The thick ones are made from neutron reflectors, which needs beryllium. Beryllium is made by fluid replicating UU matter. That's going to be the easiest way, at least. Beryllium cells are made from electrolyzing emerald dust and enderpearl dust. So if you electrolyze enderpearl dust, you do get 1 beryllium, and that is how you would then make 1 thick neutron reflector. So you'd need 8 buckets of beryllium in order to make 1 iridium neutron reflector, which you need for 1 fusion coil. Now, the smallest fusion control computer needs this many, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think that is, 15, 16, 16, I think, fusion coils around it. And what you can do, see it says size here, I can go 6, 7, 8, and as you can see it gets bigger and bigger, and it shows you the multi-block you need to make. Now the biggest you can go is this gargantuan size here, which is obviously crazy big. To start off, I'd probably start off with something smaller like we've got here. Now if I go back down, the smallest size is 6, which is what I've made here. Now the way that the fusion control computer works is it makes a huge amount of power. However, you need to charge it up to start with. I'm using creative solar panels, but obviously use whatever you like, and it will take a while to charge up the fusion control computer. Now, what we can do in here is make 2 items into 1 item, like a helium-free cell. Alongside that, it will make power. So if I put in here tritium and deuterium, you can see it will start crafting using only 16,000 energy a tick. So the energy it uses isn't actually that big, but the energy it needs to actually do the jump start, for example, in here is 40 million, 40 million energy in order to actually start crafting this recipe, even though it only uses 16,000 per tick. So you need a lot of energy slowly building up in here, charging it up to then jump start it. What I'm going to do is take you over to the wiki, because this goes through the recipes we have. So deuterium and tritium, which is the recipe I've shown you, will make you, so 16,000 a tick for 2,048 ticks makes 33,554,000 energy. And you then get a helium-free cell. If you then use a deuterium and helium-free cell, the minimum energy required in the machine, so charged up, is again 40 million. And this will make 33, it makes the same amount. The following recipes consume 2,000 energy per tick. Wolfranium and beryllium needs 80 million in the machine, but it makes 2 million and gets you platinum dust. You can also make iridium ore. Wolfranium and lithium will make you iridium ore. So if you go, there's a power generation table here. We can see the size at 6, you need 16, I was right, not 15, fusion coils, and the generation multiplier is 1. If you go up to 7, which still needs 16, it's 1.74 generation multiplier. The energy generated per tick is suddenly 28,000. Total energy is then 58 million. and the max capacity goes up massively. So basically, the bigger you then make it, you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger as you upgrade it. You can make more and more energy. Using this chart, you can make insidious amounts of energy. Now, your UU matter replicators are going to be using a lot of energy as well. And this is basically the end game of power generation in the mod. This is the ultimate challenge. But once you have mastered this, you have completed Tech Reborn. So congrats, if you've made it this far, you are now an expert in Tech Reborn. This is a really cool machine. Unfortunately on Fabric, there just isn't that many tech mods, I don't think. So the use cases for this is not that crazy, but a really awesome thing nevertheless.